At the snail. Look at their eyes. Oh, so silly. Looking at the sky. Holy moly. I gave the fruit to the snail because I saw the birds eating it. I wonder if it's edible to people, for people. Look at the snail. Ah, look at your silly eyes. Oh my god. Look at this little snail here. Oh, the grass biting my ass. Look at the little snail here. You're so small. They like to stay in these. These are the shells of that kind of fruit. These fruits are so special. I'll show you later. Look at this snail. Look at the color, it's so beautiful. Tiny, tiny snail. Put you back with your family. Don't know if they're your family though. There are many snails here. Oh, I guess the big snail didn't like the fruit. Took a few bites, he didn't want it anymore. Look at the snail. Look! So silly. Look at your eyes. Oh my god. Are you falling asleep? Oh my god. Silly eyes. Oh. When I was in elementary school, every morning going to school, I would go with a friend who lived not far. I would go to her apartment building and then yell her name. Either her grandma or she would poke their head out of the window and answer. And then a few minutes later, she'd be downstairs. Or the other way around if she's a little bit earlier. But I remember most of the time it was me going to call her. And for a while, I started to tell her stories that I made up the night before when I was in bed trying to sleep before sleep. In bed, I would just think about a story. And in the morning, I would meet her on our way to school. I would tell her the story. And I've forgotten all the stories that I've made up, but I just thought it's an amazing, fun thing to do. And I want to I can start doing it again, because I'm really, I don't know. I'm really someone that has a wild imagination. But after I watched this video that's called Start Making Something Even If It's Not Good, I would love to try it again, because I have this fear that if it's not good, then people will look down upon me, some subconscious fear. So whatever I have to say has to be amazing, otherwise I don't speak at all in class. I don't give any of my opinions unless I know that they are absolutely gonna be amazing. I think I want to do this a story that I want to tell. And then I will just tell. See what happens. A little exciting. In fact, I do imagine things a lot, but not stories, but literally scenarios. Actually, I wrote 2 stories recently. Shit, this pen's broken. Oh my god, I love this pen, it's broken. What? No way. Look at that bird. Ah! I was gonna say, it's been chirping over there. What? It went over here. Where did it go? But you can hear it. I love sunny days. Where are they? They're in one of these trees. Here it is. Here it is. Did you see? The bird is here and went away. Look at the grass. So pretty. How beautiful. Wow. I really love the light in the grass. What does it feel like to be on that boat now? Always wanted to ride a motor boat all the way towards the sun when it's setting. What would it be like? Wow, look at this. It only gets better the more the sun sets, the more colorful it becomes. Wow, tonight is really special. I gotta walk away from here. Even the plants have a pink hue on them. Everything has a pink hue now. Holy shit. sad. I have never seen this before. This is the first time I've lived here for over a year, and I had never seen this before. This is the best ever. There's a frog up there. Can you hear? Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. That sound. I've been wondering where they live. Now I know they're on top of that. It's so beautiful up there. It must be. If only I could have a look. How many of them? I love them frogs. I love them. I'll show you their eggs. There's so many bats here. Did you see that one? Oh my god. They're all bats. Very small. Bigger than the moths. That's how big they are. Very small. Here is the frog eggs. They always lay eggs here. This wrongly because there's no water up down here. There's just grass. But they lay eggs here like 10 times I've seen. Look, all of these marks are their dried eggs. They lay eggs here. They were like tree frogs. I Googled. It took me a long time to figure out what these were. When I first saw it, it felt like I was so curious. Jesus, I wanted to know. Finally, somebody on the internet told me these are frogs. But I couldn't believe it because there's no fresh water here. It's only sea. There's no water. I couldn't believe these were frog eggs. But then I saw the pictures and they were identical, and I know actual frog eggs. Look at that. Very large. Bigger than a goose egg. That's how big they're. Bigger than a goose egg. When I first saw one, oh my god, I was so intrigued. I was so curious. I had to know what it was. Great. Elevator left right before me. Hell. No. I ran out of mango today, but I didn't want to buy more. Because I've been having them forever. Since April, I started having mangoes almost every day. It's been 3 months. I'm not so tired of them. Not at all. I would still have them. It's just not as exciting. shit, what is that bug? How did you get in? What are you? How come you have antenna on your head and on your ass? Antennae on your head and on your ass. What is that? What are you? I don't know. I hope you're not poisonous. I guess they're not. The poisonous ones are normally colorful, like the ants here. They're red, not red, but kind of orange, man. They're poisonous. You look okay, you look maybe benign. I've never seen something like this in my life. Well, you're small, you can squeeze in now through any hole, I guess. What are you? I hope you don't grow big. I think you don't. Right? And you seem to be not scared of people, because I am here, and a cockroach wouldn't even let me see them. You would just be there. I'm so close. I can see your little, tiny little eyes at the end of your antennae. Antennae. Such a hard word to pronounce. Be good. Look at this little tiny eye. Can you see? I want to show you something funny. This is a normal toothbrush that I would use, right? And this is a new one that I got. Look at that. Oh, I should show it. This way. This is the new one that I got. Maybe not as funny as I thought. A little hilarious. They lied to me. I didn't want this big. This is for elephants. Just to let you know, it's been a complete hour, and the bug's still here, absolutely still. What exactly is the bug doing? Oh my god. I'm not moving for an hour. I like the fact that you have to say the word dick every single day. Everyone says the word every single day. For example, fantastic, happiness, stick, happiness. I think the English people, they just like penis. Otherwise, why do they put these words in every single word that they have to say every single day? They invented English, a language with many penises hidden in it. Oh god. I so regret it. I cooked 3 different foods, but all I want to eat is mangoes. I don't want to eat any of these foods. Even my favorite one tonight I had it was tasteless to me. It was like nothing. All I want right now is mangoes. I just want mangoes. It's just the first day without mangoes. I'm not having mangoes every single day. But right now, all I want is mangoes. I don't want anything else. Jesus, what can I do? Oh, I gotta eat. Otherwise I get hungry. It feels terrible to get hungry when you're in bed. Jesus. That's the worst type of hungry you ever want. What if I don't get hungry? Which is very... Like, it's not that I am not hungry right now. I am, like, I feel like if I don't eat this right now, I'll get hungry later. All the fruits that I have, I bought so many foods. Don't they look delicious, these noodles? Garlic, oil, and just that. Oh my god, I want mangoes. Fuck it. The only day I don't have mangoes in my fridge for months, I want mango. What the fuck, man? Eat this shit. I cooked 2 different fruits. Not that I cooked 2. I cooked one earlier for lunch, but I didn't want to eat it for dinner. I had a different noodles, maybe because I'm not really hungry, because I had noodles. My favorite noodles, and they were tasteless, absolutely tasteless for me when I was having it. My mind was totally elsewhere. I couldn't be thinking about the noodles. All I was thinking about in my head was I wanted mangoes. I wanted something sweet, juicy, like fruits, like mangoes. They started to become good. I started to accept them noodles. Do they look good to you? They're spicy, they're garlic. Strong garlic and spice. I love garlic to death. Garlic's what I have at every single meal without getting tired. When I was in Italy, I met 2 people. One was my new housemate. One was this friend that I have. They both hated garlic. One was allergic to garlic, which was just... The other one was literally just hated garlic. I don't know, I think it must be a sign. When someone hates your favorite thing, I think it's just a sign that you are not supposed to be together. You're not gonna be close. I don't know, it's just my guessing. Although it did turn out to be that way with those 2 people, I ended up hating them. I hate them. Just exaggerating. I ended up disliking them both. One was a neat freak. One was just not someone I could get along with. Very pragmatic person. Realist. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that if someone loves garlic, then they would get along with me for sure. Not really. But I guess maybe you would find yourself having a lot in common with someone that likes your favorite food. Especially the more niche your favorite food is, I think the more you're gonna get along with the other people that like it just as much as you do. Because what decides what food you like? It's literally not something you get to choose at all. I just find myself liking garlic it's just the magic that decides what food you like. Like what decides that strawberry is your favorite? Strawberry flavor is your favorite. Nothing. You just find yourself liking strawberry, and you find other people liking strawberry. And magic. I say magic. It would also decide that you and other people that like your favorite food are gonna get along. Maybe you can use the word vibration or frequency, which I don't like to use because they sound really mechanical. I like raw garlic more than cooked garlic. Next time when I cook my spaghetti, I'm just not gonna cook the garlic. I thought I liked the garlic with parsley, right? But I just realized I didn't even want parsley, I just want garlic. From the last meal, I realized I didn't want the garlic cooked. Even, I just want the garlic raw. Maybe with oil splashed on the garlic. Hot oil. Mix with the spaghetti and pepper. Not even chili pepper. Black pepper, and salt. That'll be enough for me. I'm so excited to try it. Tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, tomorrow, because I got so much food, many foods in my refrigerator. Shit, 2 different foods, I don't know. Are they gonna spoil? Maybe tomorrow my appetite would restore. I think I'm having enough. In my head, I'm just thinking about something sweet and juicy. I'm gonna put them in the fridge and eat tomorrow for breakfast, maybe. Yeah, I want some mango so much. I'm a mango addict. You would think if you eat mangoes every day, every other day, in the beginning I had them like literally every single day. I have 1 kilogram of mangoes every 2 days. I've finished 1 kilogram. And then it became pretty much once every other day recently. So I thought I wanted to take a break. But no. I want a mango. Tomorrow I'm gonna get more. Oh, I miss them. I miss you, mangoes. I want to have them now. Today I went to get the mangoes, but I don't really want them as much as yesterday. These are the round mangoes I told you about. They're as round as apples. They're not flat. They're very round. Look, just like apples. But I've never had mangoes like this in my life. I've only had the flat mangoes, not the round ones. And they taste slightly different. I don't really appreciate this difference. Why? Because this difference makes them taste more like pineapples. And I love fruits, but pineapples are the only fruits that I do not appreciate. From when I was a kid, I never liked pineapples. I'm a big fruit person, but I do not like pineapples. And these now taste kind of like pineapples. I literally feel like I'm eating pineapples, but with mango texture. They're pineapples. I thought they were gonna be good when I bought them, because they look really good. Really round and golden. But hell, they taste like pineapples. I'm really full, so. What the hell is this? They do not have a mango flavor. Ah. And they got a big core, thank God, which means I don't have to eat a lot of it. Jeez, I hope not every one of them tastes like this. I got a big bag, more than I should have. Shit. I got a giant bag of mangoes, which means I got a giant bag of pineapples that look like mango with a mango texture. Holy shit, man, that's not mango. Oh my god. Ah! I won! That's okay, I'm really full now, I don't want anything. I would think right now it's in the evening. But it's only 1 p.m. Oh my god, look at the cloud. Shit. Not this dark. It's only 1 p.m. Normally I would wake up at this time. Had I woken up at this time today, I would feel, holy shit. Oh my god. I want to go out. It's already raining. Bug from yesterday gone. Like I said, I think it will only move when it's in the dark. Don't know where it's gone to. Probably will never see it again. Hopefully. Today I cooked some lentil curry. It's my second time having lentis or cooking it. And I had some rice. I really like dark bowls. All of my bowls are dark. Don't know if it's ready. I mean, it is ready, but is it salty enough? Is the potato cooked? So I tried the potato. Somehow this whole thing tastes like fish. I think it's just the curry. I'm just gonna let it cook for longer. Add more salt. I'll tell you how I cooked it. I watched this video about lentis curry. And it's a mixture of just curry powder, ginger, garlic, onion, and cumin, and chili pepper, potatoes, carrots. Just feeling down because the only reason I'm making this video is because I have no one to share it with. It's a new discovery, new cooking, and I really want to share it with someone. But I got nobody to share it with, so I'm making this video. It's been a very rainy day as well. It started to rain at 1 p.m. It's non-stop. Oh, is it still raining now or not? Yes. Help me, universe, cheer me up. Please send me my people. It's one of my favorite tunes. I don't know how much longer should they be cooked. The potatoes, because this is a red lentis that I use. They cannot be cooked for too long, otherwise they melt like last time, which was okay because I cooked them with rice and they melted on the rice. With the rice, I thought the rice melted as well, but it was just lentis melted, just like potato smash, like lentis smash, basically. And it was okay, it was good. I just need to remember to freeze half of these because they go bad. They go bad really quickly because it's a lot of protein and it's hot, I guess. I don't know. And today I tried to find a video game to play, but I just couldn't find anything to my taste on Steam. Mostly probably because I have 3D. I have motion sickness, so I don't like 3D third perspective games, and I don't play first perspective games at all. Cheer me up, universe. Thank you so much. Let me show you this bottle that I painted. It looks Christmassy. When I first finished painting it, it looked fantastic to me. But now, it's getting old. I'm ready to gift it to somebody. If I have someone in my life, if they want it, I can give it to them. Would they like it? Now I look at it, I don't like it at all. The first day I loved it. It was fantastic. I loved it. I'm someone that just gets really tired of material stuff. Like, no matter it's clothes or some new stuff you get, a little toy or anything. You know, once I get them, I would love them, but not more than a week. After a week, at most 3 weeks, I get completely tired of them. No matter what it is, no matter how much I like it. In the beginning, I would get tired of it. Like this little thing, when I saw it on the internet, I loved it. I wanted. So I got it, and I loved it. I made a little clothes. I made her a little clothes, and I made her a little bed. And I would sleep with her. She would look at me always like this, smiling, excited. I mean, I still adore you, just not as much as before. Like, now I wouldn't look at her. I would only look at her like once a week. When I first got her, I mean, I carried her with me even when I went outside. I would put her in my bag. And I would put her a little bed on my bed and sleep together. Now I just leave her on the sofa, sometimes even on the floor without me noticing. So I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything because it looks good. Even like the chopsticks, they're really cute, right? Just after 3 days you get completely tired of them. Or even I would get crystals, right? Like on the internet, they say crystals are so good, blah blah blah. Yeah, I get them, and then the first day you get them, they look fantastic. I mean, they still look fantastic to me. Just like this little, it's actually a quokka. It's an Australian quokka. The always smiling animal that eats leaves. It's my favorite. One of my favorite animals. And then when I got the crystals, they look so nice, blah blah blah. But after a day, I just get completely tired of that. I have made them into bracelets. I would wear them. I would love them. But then after a few days, they're just left in the corner, collecting dust. So I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything that is not absolutely necessary. No matter what it is, I get it. Even including video games, no games other than Stardew Valley I have played and liked for a long time. Nowadays, a great game can only last 2-3 days because I would play it non-stop. Or like Dave the Diver. When I first played it, it was so addictive. It was so fantastic. I played it for 5 hours the first day, 3 hours the second day. The third day, I got completely sick of it, and I would never want to touch it. It's been a year when I look at the game, I still wouldn't touch it. So I don't buy games anymore because I know they won't last me. And especially most games, they won't even last for. My favorite game so far is Stardew Valley, A Short Hike, and Journey. I loved them. I never regret playing them. I don't like any other games I've played. I don't like any other games that I've played. I don't recommend. On Steam. Oh, another one. Sorry, another one is called Webbed. You play as a little spider, and it's so creative. I love it so much. Love it so much. It's so absolutely fantastic, and especially the main character is a female, which is very, very rare. Absolutely fantastic game. A female trying to save her boyfriend. Kind of, let's go see the potatoes. Just took a bite. Absolutely ready. Beautiful. I don't like beans. So I would say red lentil is perfect because it's so easily cooked. It doesn't taste like beans, like hard like beans anymore. Well, I like the peas. I don't like beans. Beans, you cook them, they're hard to cook. Like the chickpea. Okay, they're also peas. Oh my god, they take like, jeez, it takes hours to cook. For fuck's sake. This is my dinner. How does it look? Very beautiful, my friend. If you were here, we will share it. I got a lot of rice, especially a lot of this. A big pan of this. Let me taste it for you. Very hot though. Potatoes do a little bit of not bad. Give it a 7.9 out of 10. I'd say you can sell it in the restaurant. I love the ginger. I added ginger because the recipe asked me to. I like cooking to not be complicated. So I didn't use vegetable stock because you gotta cook that thing. It looks so complicated. You gotta cook that before this. Oh my god. Maybe I should learn how to cook that. Maybe it's actually not that hard. I didn't even watch the recipe for vegetable stock, but a lot of recipes use vegetable stock. Great. You can see I'm a little picky. I only give this a 7.9 out of 10. It's okay, it's good, not great, not like addictive immediately. I'm not a vegan, I just try not to eat meat or animal products in general. I don't think I'll ever be able to cook meat again. Although I will still be able to eat them with no problem. And I absolutely love meat. It's quite hard for me to try not to eat meat. So I think about it. I've never had curry without chicken. Oh, sorry, I just zoned out. Thinking about this person that was selling street food. He hasn't showed up for quite a while, for a few weeks. But I guess it's just too hot, I think, because street food is cooked street food. Really hot.
Snail trying to take a bite. Can I pet you? Yes. You let me pet? Do you like it?
Unfortunately, when I was filming this snail, my phone had only 2%. I just found my phone had only 2% electricity. Battery, sorry. And so I couldn't film more. So I'm gonna show you what happened. Basically, I couldn't help but pick up the little snail. And then the snail wrapped itself up like a baby. Like this. Looking at me. With its eyes short. Or antennae short. And this is the shell and this is the body wrapped just like that. And I was holding it and it would just look at me. It looked just like a baby, wrapped up baby. a little newborn baby quiet. So I shook it a little and I sang a lullaby. Da, 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 da. And then the snail started to move again, trying to look for something to hold on to. So I put it back down onto the grass next to another snail. On that grassland, there were like, a lot of them. At least 10 was within sight. Giant and small ones. Well, together maybe 20, who knows? Jeez, idea. This is what happened with the snails today. I pet the snail, you saw it. The snail literally let me pet. Oh, so nice. If you know me, you would know already repeatedly that I am someone that just cannot. All my life I've struggled with this deep sense of not belonging. Because growing up, all of my family members, all of my classmates, all of the teachers I've met, anyone that has ever showed up in my life have been people that I found could not resonate with me. Like, they're more pragmatic, they're more realistic, they're not hot followers, they're not idealists. I just couldn't resonate, or they couldn't resonate with me. I couldn't resonate with them. All of my life I have been really lonely, and I'm so used to it that to a point right now I've been feeling like an alien for the past 10 years. I look around, I look at everybody, no matter it's a passerby or a person in a movie, I look at them, I feel, how could it be possible that we all are made of the same stuff? We are not. They are different. And I'm very lonely. And I just have never been able to find anybody. Whenever I look at anyone, I look at the parts that set us apart. That I look at someone and I immediately see where we won't agree. I immediately see that they are the classic pragmatic realists that will never understand me, that will never appreciate me, that will never resonate with me, and I'll just always be lonely and lonely and lonely. How can I ever possibly experience oneness more than just say intellectual concept? Intellectually, I know so clearly. I talk about it all day. Oneness. We're all one, but empirically, I have never experienced that. I experienced the total opposite of all that. My experience is that I am an alien and I don't belong here. And I have never belonged. And it's such a solid feeling. So, as I was watching this movie today, I look at this actress in the movie and I think, how can I possibly feel oneness with her? I cannot. And I don't want to.
I don't know how. I can't imagine how that would be possible. How I would ever possibly share oneness with anyone that I know or can see. I don't, and I don't want to. Human beings, these hairless monkeys, these hairless, tailless, cheeky monkeys, they're ugly. They're heartless. I can't resonate with them. They gotta... all the things going on in the world that I cannot resonate with. Their science, their logic, their way of looking at the world. It's so harsh. It's so... I can't resonate with any of this. But then, of course, another thought showed up, presented itself, saying, then why don't I look at people and see myself in them? The core part of me, the part of me that I fully so agree with. Why don't I see that in everyone and see only that? Do the complete opposite of what I've been doing. Or it's not actually what I was doing, like choosing to do, but now that I get to see what I have been doing, and then I do have a choice now to choose to get off what I have been doing and has been causing me nothing but more misery. And it is absolutely true. This thought continues that it's impossible to be able to share and to be able to begin to imagine to be sharing oneness with people that I have been perceiving. It's impossible to feel that you belong in a world where you perceive unnecessary wars or the existence of violence. And nobody would feel that they belong in a world where violence exists at all, in any form. It would feel incredibly effortful to try to squeeze in there and say, I must find a way that I can feel I belong here. I must find a way in which I can imagine that I share oneness with these people that I have been perceiving, that are ugly, cheeky, shallow, and heartbreaking, and heartless. Of course, I would never be able to, as long as I see people, or I imagine people to be that. And the most effortless way emerged by saying that I can, and I will, and I am already seeing what I fully agree with that is in me, in everyone. And I must see that and only that, because that is what only exists. Nothing less or more than that exists, because only truth does exist. And I ask the universe to help me. In a world that I perceive, among people that I have been perceiving, I have been very lonely, and I will never stop feeling lonely as long as I continue to perceive the world this way. As long as anyone perceives the world this way, anyone would suffer from loneliness. And this very fact that you suffer from this specific perception of the world indicates that it is not truth that you're perceiving. Otherwise, you would be in full alignment. When you believe what's true to be true, you'll be living in joy, not in loneliness, not in misery. And that is the effortless way. And I ask the universe to please help me. In all situations, with everyone that I will ever encounter, no matter in real life or just on the screen, in a comment section under a video, help me, please. Help me see truth, which I already see, and know. Thank you. Today and half of yesterday, I don't remember well, I felt again very lonely and bored and lonely. And I didn't know. I started to question, why again? Why my life has been like this? Lonely. Endless loneliness. Why? I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't find an answer. And I couldn't get out of that. I knew that, of course, I knew that. In fact, no. I started to doubt. I started to think, have I been right about this alignment thing? That if I was in alignment, then I would be in love, be in joy. If I'm in boredom and loneliness, it means I'm in misalignment. It's all bullshit, maybe. It's all bullshit. But then, because I couldn't find a way out. I couldn't find a way to stop feeling lonely. And I didn't know why. I had to feel lonely for half of my life, which is short so far. Literally for half of my life, I felt loneliness. And it never stopped. Completely. And now I just figured out. I figured it out. Because I was in complete misconception of the world. So I was in complete misalignment. I was perceiving the world in the wrong way, in a completely wrong way. Not wrong. There is no wrong. Wrong doesn't exist. Because only true exists. Wrong doesn't. Only the not true doesn't exist. Only the true exists. If you perceive anything, if you are in misalignment, which means you're believing something that isn't true to be true, then you obviously will find yourself in absurdity. You would find yourself in a world that you don't understand, in a life you don't understand, in a role that you don't understand, in a way of living where fulfillment can only be achieved through some doing, through a process of doing, and it will be achieved at some point in the future. Life is always empty. In that sense, most of everyone's life is doomed to be empty until something is achieved. It's a conditional life. Meaning is a conditional thing. Only when something's achieved would you start to feel, okay, here I am fulfilled. Otherwise, you're just bored, lonely, empty, wanting to get ahead of yourself, get ahead of time. Which is what I felt. Very bored and very disconnected. I asked, please, universe, help me. I want to stop feeling disconnected, lonely, bored, sad. Help me feel joy, connected, love. And I repeated it over and over. And I think the universe has answered me again, because it has never failed me. Well, at least in most things. Or maybe in everything. It's just that I am short-sighted. Both physically and spiritually. Loneliness is a conditional thing. Well, I guess we shall stop the attempt to ever try to make such type of conversations in any way or form intellectual, because it's really this direct knowing that I hope my words can never help you to have, which is behind the intellect. I think keeping everything not fully defined, completely reasoned, because it can't be. You cannot reason love just like that. Try to define what is love, and then you're like trying to catch water with a bottle with a hole at the bottom of it. Or you are trying to catch air with your hands. That's a fabulous analogy. What are we trying to do when we try to use the intellect, when logic, to try to define things like love? It's like trying to catch air with your hands and you find that you can't. You try to catch
light with your hands, for example. You see the sun is so beautiful, and then you hold it. You want to have a grasp of it somehow, and you try to hold it tight with your hands, but you open your hands, it's not there. That's what we are doing. That's what we do when we try to define things. When we strain this, when we use the tool of the intellect in ways that is not intended to be used. We're like trying to catch this sunlight with our hands, and we think we got it, but when you open your hands, it's not there. But does it mean that the sunlight is not there? No, it's still there, abundantly there every day, all the time, the only source of our life. Today I was just walking. Suddenly today the temperature dropped because it has been raining all day. That for the first time this year I felt cold. I thought I had to wear more than just 2 pieces of cloths. I got up and grabbed a shirt. That was enough. It was chilly. And when I come back up, because the building has been heated, alright, for the whole month, the temperature of the building doesn't drop so easily. So the hallway is still so warm. Well, the outside is chilly, but the hallway is so warm, and it feels like as if it's been electrically heated, as if there's a radiator or heater that's working. That's how warm it felt. And I thought it feels just like in winter when you walk indoors, it's warmly heated. But then suddenly it came to me that all of this warmth is natural, is not artificial warmth. It's all from the sun. The sun is the only thing that keeps the planet warm. And that was just such an intriguing realization. And what a synchronicity where that has come to what I'm talking about here now. You cannot never catch the sunlight with your hands. Like when you're trying to catch a fly and you hold it like that. But then you open your palms, it's not there. The sunlight is not in there. You see is darkness. You open your hands, all you see is darkness. You think you didn't catch it. You think if you're someone that relies so much on the intellect, you would think that love doesn't exist. Because you look at your palms, the sunlight isn't there. But what the sunlight needs you to do is to just close your eyes and feel it. It's there. Like love. You can't measure it. You can't define it. You can never logicalize it. But it doesn't mean that it's not there. But that's what we do. That's what I do. That's what I do, and I project it onto other people, and I think that's what they do. It's a very meaningful conversation. It has helped me, and I'm sure it has helped you as well. The point is, you will find it absolutely effortful and an impossible thing to do for me to do if I look at people the way I have always been perceiving them and try to experience oneness with them there. It's impossible because I am perceiving something that is not true, which means it doesn't exist, because untrue doesn't exist. Only true exists. I cannot
I can't possibly experience oneness with something that doesn't exist. I look at people, as long as I perceive them as ugly, hairless monkeys that are creating wars in the world, I can't possibly experience oneness there because it doesn't exist there. Because oneness is oneness with everything that exists. This is an abstract conversation. Please don't take my words literally and intellectually. I'm trying to keep it abstract, artistic, in a way that you can perceive and have a direct knowing with, not through reasoning or intellectualization. Because like I said, you cannot catch the sunlight with your hands. Well, you already are directly experiencing the sunlight with your eyes, with your skin, with your life. As long as we exist, we are truth itself. Our relationship with truth is more intimate than our relationship with the sunlight. Because we are truth. We can't possibly stop being truth. Stop. Of course, I would find myself in a lonely world if all I see is what doesn't exist. People that don't exist. A world that doesn't really exist. Of course, I won't belong there. And I haven't been able to feel that I belong there, which is good news, isn't it? Had I been able to find a place for me in non-existence, that would be absurd. That wouldn't be good news. It's good news that I have never felt that I belonged in the world that I have been perceiving. It's perfect good news that I have never experienced oneness with people that I have perceived all my life. Because what I have perceived is not true. And what I what I know, what I experience, what truth is, I fully resonate with. I naturally feel in oneness with. That is the most effortless part. That we shall not speak about. Define again with words, but a picture, another analogy, within another analogy. Help me, universe. Help me come up with a perfect analogy here. Well, I can't come up with an analogy, but I can come up with a little story, which is like when you say oneness and then someone, oneness, what does it mean? It means in total one with everything that exists. And then somebody would look at a snail and say, it's so disgusting. How can I be one with a snail? Look at it. It's a disgusting thing. It's
It's also an intrusive creature here, the giant African snail. It's a pest. It's dangerous as well. It's disgusting. It's ugly. How can I possibly be in oneness with such an ugly thing? And the truth is, you are not. You are not in one with something that is ugly, that is a pest, that is dangerous. You are not. What you're in one with is joy, is love, is what the snail actually is, not what you perceive through your lens. Or when you look at someone, you look at a murderer, let's say, how filthy person that is. Cruel, ugly, heartbreaking. I am not in one with that. And my answer is no, you're not. It's true. You're right. You're not. You're not in one with someone that is filthy, ugly, a murderer, cruel. You're not. What you're in one with is love, is joy, is light, is what you are, what you're in full agreement with. That's what you're one with. And whenever you perceive a world that doesn't exist, you find yourself always in a miserable place where you want to kill yourself. Where we want to kill ourselves or each other. But there's so many of us here, so we might prefer to kill ourselves. That would be easier. You're never in one with someone that is ugly, shallow, superficial, in any way less than love. Because you're only in one with love, and only that which is in full alignment with you, whatever that is for you, exists. And that is the only thing that you're in one with, and that is the only thing that truly exists unconditionally. Unwaveringly, regardless of what your perception of it is. Snail is glorious, beautiful, shiny, absolutely fantastic thing, or whatever it is, no matter how you perceive it. And if you perceive it wrongly, you suffer, don't you? Imagine being here where there's so many snails, and then you find them all disgusting and dangerous, pests, intrusive, and you can't do absolutely nothing about, but just run into them whenever it rains. And whenever you see them, you feel so much disgust. Imagine that. And imagine really seeing snails truthfully. Whenever you see them, you feel happy, you feel enjoy, and you love them. You are not in one with pests, with dangerous animals, with ugly things, with disgust. You're not in one with all that. And all that does not exist. It is not a logical conversation that we're having here. Do not try to perceive my words through intellectualization, through a process of intellectualization. There you won't understand anything through that. You won't catch any sunlight there. That way. My words may or may not serve you.
You will find your own, or without words. You don't need words. You don't need me. We don't need anything to have truth, to understand truth again. Truth is what you are. Thank you for listening.